Hey, welcome back, beekeepers. The Hive Doctor here. Today I'm doing a different kind of video, one that I've never done before, and that is, it's an unboxing video. Jack from Beekeeping.com sent me a royal jelly making kit. So today we're gonna unbox it, look at the parts, see what's inside, and kind of guess at some of the steps as we go along. It's not a video to show how it's used. That'll come later, but today, let's see what we got in this box back here. So stick around. Welcome back, beekeepers. Let's go ahead and open this box and start digging in. Boom, boom, boom. So first of all, everything came in the Korean language. So I was going to learn Korean real quick, like this weekend, so I could read the instructions. But then I realized that Beekeeping.com has everything in English. They've got the directions, the parts, and the steps on how exactly to use this kit. So let's go ahead and take a look at the instructions up close, because there's some pictures in here that are pretty cool, and then we're going to start busting out some parts and components. So the instructions are broken down into, looks like 6 steps, and the picture part starts at step 3 in the green there. We've got a queen that lays in something. Eventually that something is put on a cell bar. It shows the stages of growth of the queen in step 4. And then in step 5, we've got the queen being placed in a cage and she's emerging from that. Okay, interesting. Step 6, that cage is put into a colony, it looks like. So this is interesting. I think it being in Korean makes me more curious. And of course, they've got a picture of all the parts that should be included in this, something you check when you open your box. And a couple of great pictures, like look at that. That's the kit in action. And then an interesting component I've never seen before with the queen cells inside of some sort of capsule. So now this looks like their main attraction. This is what they call the comb box, but I can tell just by looking at it, it's very much like the Nicot queen rearing system, and they call this the cell grid. It's where you trap the queen behind this excluder, allow her enough time, and you check on it occasionally to see when she started laying eggs so that you get the right aged larva. So it's also kind of a hybrid cell grid and timing box, if you will. Here's what that looks like up close. You can see the Korean language here. I'm guessing that's the English equivalent. Yasang. So this is several pieces. They come apart so that you can put this thing together. That's the front, that's the back. This is where we most likely put some kind of cell plug. And I'm guessing these feet are something we put on this thing when we're ready to take the cells, or excuse me, the cell cups with the correct age larva and transfer those to a cell bar. Here we've got a bag of 30 queen cages, and these things they're pretty big. They're the biggest queen cage I've ever worked with. They're ventilated. They've got several chambers inside, and it looks like they've got a little release door here. So that's that up close. Here's the several chambers I was talking about. You got a primary chamber, a little one there, and a larger one there with this little trap door and holes all around for good ventilation so the workers can feed the queen. And it's got a loop right here. I'm guessing that we hang this in some fashion so that, when queens are released from cages, they're always facing down so that she can come down and out. Just seems to be a common theme that I see in the queen rearing industry that I myself am getting into. So this should correlate right along with my plans this year for raising queens. It'll be neat to kind of find out how people harvest royal jelly. It's not something I've ever researched, studied, never really had much of an interest in it. So I'm excited that I get to do it now. And by the way, you possibly can too, because for the first, I don't remember if it's 10 or 15 customers, I'll put it in the link description below. Beekeeping is giving the first X number of customers a discount on this kit from their website. Here we've got 2 more parts, and I'm pretty sure these things go together, so we'll cover them at once. The instructions are calling these a cell cup cap. And so I think this is the thing that we saw on the back of the instructions that were holding the queen cells. So here's the 2 individual parts up close. As you can tell, this is clearly a cap. This looks like the holder or the capsule that protects it. And the top of the cap has a hole in it, most likely where a plug goes that the queen laid in, I'm guessing. We'll probably put that in this for the queens, or excuse me, for the nurse bees to start drawing out a queen cell from this. So this would be the equivalent of like one of these traditional grafting cups that you see, and where this knob sticks into the cell bar, this probably has an equivalent part that we haven't got to yet that does something very similar. And so these 2 fit right together. Yep. So in addition to this cell holder, the cup, and the protector, I'm gonna guess at the part I see in this box here that goes next on this. So I'm gonna look at that, and they call this the cell plug. This is what you put in the back of the cell grid, and that's this tiny little piece here. Here's what it looks like. It's got a horseshoe shaped thing end, and then this part is concave. I suspect that this goes, or a lot of these, plug into these holes in the back of this cassette. And so then when you trap your queen in here, she lays in this, and this is what you probably remove to put on the cell bar. But I also think it's what goes into this cup, and that's why the hole is in the top of it. So just like so. So once there's a larva in this, it's placed in there. And this most likely clips into the cell bar in a way that's a little non-traditional compared to the usual cell cups on grafting bars that what we're used to seeing. So there's like a ton of those in here. There's probably a few hundred. And then we've got this thing, what they call a royal jelly case, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 little indentions for what looks like this capsule to fit in. Yep. So just like so. And then it has this lid. Now, other than holding these capsules, I really don't know what this is for yet. So your guess is as good as mine. Then we've got 7 of these things that looks like some sort of cap. I was not able to identify these, so I don't know what they're for yet. But that's basically what they look like. So whatever that's for, I guess you need 7 of. And then there's another thing I was not able to figure out what it is. It's some kind of powder. I'm gonna guess that this is powdered sugar. And it's like, I don't know, maybe a 2-pound bag of it. So I'll find that out later. And then last but not least, other than, nope, not last, not least, we've got these little tools here. There's 2 different kinds. One is like this. It's got this interesting little hammerhead looking thing on the end with a little spoon scoop. My guess for this is maybe that's how you harvest the royal jelly. This, I believe, is how these little pieces are removed from the back of the cell grid. Maybe you hook in there and then pull it out because it seems to fit. Not sure yet. And then this little spoon tool It's different because it's got a different end on it. It's much more broad, and then a smaller, flatter little spoon scoop thing. So who knows what that's for yet. There's an instructional CD. I imagine the one that I have is probably in Korean. But then they send you 3 of these. They call them nursery frames. Of course, this is where you're going to be raising the queen cells on in order to get the royal jelly that you're going to need to harvest. Now I'm turning all these, I'm orienting them in the down position. And this is a very sturdy plastic. This thing is very well made. It's not going to warp. It's heavy duty. And there's 3 of these in the box, each with 4 cell bars. And I think I know how this little piece goes on, so I'm going to show you that up close. So once this has got a larva in it, I'm going to spin this. See how there's like a groove on the top of that? I believe this snaps right on top of that groove. And then you've got your cell cup that you put over top of that for protection. I'm trying to turn this again. It's not working. Come on. There we go. So then that would be in the hanging straight down position. And this would hold, I don't know how many, but quite a bit. So this is going to be one of the main tools, of course, you use in this kit to get things going. Once you've used the primary one to get larvae laid in these little itty bitty cups. And again, I got 3 of these in the kit. It's quite a bit. There's a lot in this kit. There's a lot going on, a lot of moving parts. So the unboxing was fun because there's so many different things in here. Some of them I recognize, some of them I have no clue, but I have no doubt that I'll figure it out, especially with their instructions online. So check out the description below. Maybe you'll be one of the first of the limited number of customers to get a discount on this at beastkeeping.com. And if you've never considered harvesting royal jelly, maybe give it a try. Find out if it's for you or not. In the meantime, thank you guys for joining me on this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hive Doctor out.